everybody. Welcome back to the show. Well, Eckford started singing Madonna, so our next guest chimed in case you heard that.
Yeah, it was like a greatest hits thing. We were very happy to see Holly Elissa Lamaro join us. She plays Cara in Textuality. And last time you were here, there was a bit of a name change. Last time your family name, Dignard, yes?
Yes, Dignard. I keep getting asked if I was married, if I got married.
So you didn't get married, but explain the last name Lamaro because it's a fantastic story.
Yeah, there's a beautiful story to this.
I actually was given a name by, as you guys know, I run this charity called Caleb's Hope, and the Acholi people that I work with there decided to give me a name. The elders in the community gave me a name. So Lamaro means having a love for people, for humanity, and having humanity love you.
What an honor.
So I'm like, wow, that's cool.
Well, what's that moment like? I mean, when people, you know, that is a real honor to be bestowed.
It is. At first, I was tickled pink, and then like literally minutes later, I was super embarrassed by it because it was just, me? Really?
Yeah.
So it took me a while to adapt to it, and I was like, well, I was actually I was considering changing my last name anyway, so it was kind of, it came up perfectly.
We're going to talk about the movie, obviously, in a second, but we brought up Caleb's Hope, and we should really tell people about that and some details. Tell us about the charity.
Yeah. We built homes for all our beneficiaries, so 96 people have homes. We built them homes in December.
That's amazing.
I know. And we partnered with a technical school in Atiak, so the students had this basically a paid work internship, like a co-op with us, and then we brought volunteers over from Canada and they built them homes. And now we are working with some Architecture for Humanity volunteers again on our phase 2 to build a school at the end of the year.
How did this all get started for you? What was the impetus?
I literally just...
Lamaro, man. Love of humanity. Lamaro.
I love humanity. No, I have always been obsessed with Africa. I think a lot of people who end up going there, it was the same thing. Like, it was just kind of...
Feeling like you need to do something as well?
Well, I don't know. I was that weird kid that when we had like an open book report or something, I would write all these papers on Nelson Mandela and apartheid, and it would be in like grade 5. And I'm from Moncton, New Brunswick, so it's not like it was culturally relevant to that area. It was just always something that I was really fascinated with. So.
And you have a book coming out in May with another arm of the charity, the Real Men Don't Rape campaign.
Yes, and the proceeds to the book will go towards the Naira Project, which is all the women and their children that we're working with, because a lot of them are victims of rape. And gender-based violence against women is a huge, huge problem in Africa, worldwide, period.
Yeah.
But specifically in the region in northern Uganda that we're working in, it's been a huge issue. So we're working towards educating the men, and a good way to raise funds is having this beautiful book of images of lovely people like Fiona.
Yeah. And
you weren't there, but that's okay.
I've seen some of them, and the photographs are gorgeous
they're
too. I mean,
stunning.
There's such a power to them,
and they're beautiful. So we did a shoot up here, and we did a shoot down in Los Angeles. So it'll be really great to finally have that come together.
And we'll tell people to go to the website for more information on everything that we talked about. We have to get to the movie. It's called Textuality. It did great in theaters last weekend, and we want to encourage people to go see it. Tell us about Textuality.
Textuality is about the perils of texting and BBM and Facebook and all those.
Gosh, what could go wrong in the dating world?
Love in modern times,
right? And it ruins everything. And I think we've all had personal experiences where we really, things weren't good on that front.
Well, and it creates, and what they captured really well. I love that everyone right now is thinking of their own moment.
And reflect.
I literally went there. I was like,
I was there too.
I remember that. But it all creates, and the movie captured this so brilliantly, is there's just all this noise around relationships now, right? Like, because there's all these avenues and all these things and all these ways that it can feed into going sort of wrong and focusing on other things instead of that thing.
Oh, when people get scared, and one of the characters in the movie says, you know, you need to take it offline. It was this older dude.
Take it offline.
And he's true, because I know people are scared, and that's why they communicate that way, but it's horrible.
Talking in person is okay, too. Okay, let's talk about your character before we see the clip. Tell us about who you play.
She's in charge.
Kara's very alpha. Which I can't relate to at all. But she's very alpha, and she's really insecure, so she overcompensates in her relationship because she really wants the marriage and the picket fence and all these things, but she she tries to force people to be that instead of just let things.
And who is her love interest?
Jason Lewis,
who
is Smith from Sex and the City. Yeah. So it was really hard to work
Tough day at the office.
Tough day at the office.
Tough to get in that romantic mood.
And you also happen to be Jason's character's boss as well.
Yes.
So you're having a relationship with an underling.
Yes.
Well, that'll bring us to the clip. Explain what we're about to see.
It's basically the introduction of Cara. It's the first time that you see her interacting with Jason, and he's struggling at work, and he could very easily get fired. And
who's going to fire him?
I am.
Well, the woman he's sleeping with. Here is a scene from Textuality.
Bob Atkinson is transferring out all 3 of his $1 million accounts. Sign here, please.
He's not losing money, Cara.
Yeah, and he's not making any either. His risk profile is almost a 0.
And I sleep at night.
Well, it's not about you. Your job is to keep the clients happy, 15 of which have walked away in the last 6 months because you're not making any money.
And not losing any.
Okay, where's the big-time stock jockey we hired, huh? Where's he at? I bought you some time with head office. Okay, 1 more client's gone and you're gone. Okay, you know what? It's time to release the safety switch, mister. A lot of people are depending on you. Oh, and I wouldn't tell them about what we've been doing on your desk after hours if I were you.
So, tough gig, Holly, having Jason Lewis as your love interest. We couldn't show the scene where you two are making the whoopee, but we do see your backside.
The whoopee?
The whoopee. We do see your backside in all its glory. People have to go to the movie to see your great butt. But what was it like shooting that scene?
Why are you bringing this up instead of me bringing this up?
Because she has a great booty.
This is awesome.
But what was it like seeing that scene when you went to see the movie and filming it with Jason Lewis and everything that goes?
For most of the time, and my good friend Kelly Senecal, who was the showrunner of Whistler, he was beside me, and he was just like, "Holly, this is awkward. It's really awkward." I know.
So being supportive beside you.
Super supportive. But no, shooting it was really bizarre because it was actually the second last shot of the day, and the last scene is just him by himself, you know, coming back into the room. So essentially, we're at the end of the shoot. And we have to hurry up and get it done. Jason has to go catch a flight to go shoot another film, and we have to get his tie undone. And all I remember the whole scene is like, okay, you have to straddle him and get the tie undone. And I kept pulling the wrong part of the tie and just kept making it tighter. So he and I are both like trying to like get it undone and make out and make it look like sexy time at the same time. And then I'm fully aware that the camera is down on the ground shooting upwards. Like that can't be pretty.
Holly. It worked.
Great.
So it's all right.
But they called cut, and I don't remember a thing. I just remember being aware of the camera and my butt and the tie.
Well, I was aware of 50% of that.
Fabulous.
So job
Michael Eckford.
We should also mention really quickly, people that watch Hellcats, you've had a recurring role, and I think your character has just...
Yes, we're not, I mean, it's a rumor. But we might see more of Kelsey Curtis.
Hope so.
The reporter, yes.
Yeah, she's a little, I can't really say.
We can't say the other stuff.
I mean, if you watch the last episode, it's pretty obvious.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. Go see
teaser.
Textuality. You can go to the website for more information about where you can find it screening right across Canada.
Yes, and go to Caleb's Hope. You can go to the website to find out more details and help support a great cause. Thank you so much for all your work. Love it. We're going to take a break.